Okay, so this is the database class that we'll be using, and I have commented everything here so you can pause and read to understand. So we have two fields. This will hold a Boolean value whether the connection is true or false, and this will hold the data for your SQL queries. Now, this is the constructor for the class that will be executed by default whenever you access the object of the class. Here in the constructor, we put in the connection to the database and the error message that will appear if the connection fails. This is the disconnect function for the database. So we go on to the select function for the database. This allows you to select one row from the database. This function here, get rows, allows you to select more than one row from the database. And if you have realized, I have quoted all of them in a try catch method to handle our exceptions for us. And this function here is responsible for inserting into the database. This function here is responsible for updating the database. And the last function over here is responsible for deleting from the database. Okay, so that's it for the class. So you can pause the video and look at the code if you want to, and then learn more. I just learned this and I applied it. So if you come to the usage, this function is only meant to execute whatever query that we want to do. So it has a parameter value, and that is where we pass our SQL queries that will also be passed into some variables in here. So first of all, we will include the database class file here. We will require it once, and then we'll have to create an object of the class into a variable that we call db here. Then we will start our queries. So first of all, let's insert into the database. We have here a variable that is holding the insertion SQL. So here it is. You see, that's the object of the class. So we select the function, the insert function from the class, and then we put in the parameters, which are the SQL queries. Okay, let me scroll to the right so you can see everything here. Okay, yeah, and then this one is also inserting another data into the database. Now, this select row is responsible for selecting, data or a row from the database. So same thing, we are using the object of the class. We're accessing the function gets row from that class, and we are inputting the parameters, which is the SQL query and the parameters of that function. Same thing happens to the select rows. This one is just to select a row from the database, and this is supposed to select more than one row from the database. And this here is responsible for updating the database. Okay, if you can remember, we have the function in the class already, so we are just calling the function and putting in the parameters. The same thing applies to the delete row. Okay, yeah, and the disconnect. So that's it. Yeah, thank you for watching.